Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gaming Zone. I am Chriz, aka the Mole. Joining me is the sad gamer himself, Richter Hammer,
Hi, everybody.
and we're going to be discussing Fire Emblem Warriors.
Dun dun.
I I will say I have the Nintendo Switch version. I think that's the same version you have.
Yes.
For people with the DS, it's the exact same game, but the graphics are slightly less. Who cares? It's basically this. The review will apply. But you have two screens. Ooh, no. Apparently, it's exactly the same. It's just the graphics are slightly turned down on the 3DS because obviously, with it being a smaller screen, you're not going to notice.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fire Emblem Warriors. Ooh. Instantly, I noticed when I put this on that there was a difference between this and other Warrior games, and I think even Hyrule.
It has Fire Emblem people?
I mean, from the get go, there's
Oh.
different options you can set, like casual and all that, like you can with the
Oh,
others,
yeah.
which is cool. But then you can also set to have it like Dynasty Warriors, where the people die and come back, or more like Fire Emblem, which I think they should have named it Dynasty Warriors or Fire Emblem, so you instantly know which ones they were,
Yeah.
instead of whatever the hell they named it. And you're like, huh. And I had to work out, okay, so that one they die, and I'm like, oh, so that's how they normally play.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll probably pick that one. Name it that. Name
Yeah.
it Dynasty Warriors and Fire Emblem. Don't just
I
name
thought
it
it was
the.
weird because it's like, oh, if it's on Classic or whatever, it's like, if they die, they won't come back. I'm like, you didn't make a branching story, so they're not really dead. Like, that would get really weird. Be like, oh man, we got to go save him. Oh, well, we don't have to. That was what the main character cared about. Ah, it's fine. He died in chapter 2. We're good.
Yeah, yeah, and like oh, if they die, they don't come back. You know, oh, but they should come back. There's no reason not to.
If I
And I'll admit,
understand,
Dynasty.
yeah.
I'll admit these games, as much as other games I play on higher difficulties, these I do admit I play on casual on the easiest settings.
Yeah.
While going, I just killed 1,000 people.
I think you can resurrect them at the one of the camp functions. Like you can go to the church and I think pay to resurrect them. So it would just casual just saves you money as far as I understand it. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's weird because there doesn't seem to be any benefit. Like I could understand, like, oh, if you went
Yeah.
classic, the rate drop might increase a bit, or something like that. Or the rarity or
Yeah.
whatever, the drop might increase. Then 1 second, I'm gonna take Cappy off because it's one size fits all, and that's really tight. But Cappy coming soon to this channel, unless of course you've seen enough.
Oh,
It says it on his top.
it does.
That's funny. But no, it's not that funny. But no, basically, it's a case of, yeah, with the diamonds, with this, like you said, yeah, you can bring them back. I will admit, just for people wondering, I'm not a massive Fire Emblem fan. My whole knowledge of Fire Emblem stemmed from, oh, it's that guy from Smash Brothers. Like when I was first playing it, I saw is her name Lucina, what she's called, and
Yeah, Lucina. Yeah.
she shows up with the mask and she's like, I'm Marth, and I'm like, wait, why is he a woman?
Yeah.
Why is Marth a woman? I swear it used to be a dude in Smash Brothers, unless all this time I've been mistaken. I'm like, okay, and then later on, I'm like, no, it's booking me. Hang on, went to the internet. Why is Marth a woman? Which is actually on one of my Google search. And then eventually I found the female Marth. I'm like, oh, and I read the back. I'm like, oh, that's a really cool idea from one of the other games where she's his ancestor. So does that to the sky. I'm like, oh, that's cool. No, and as much as that costume's cool, I'd never use it again.
Yeah.
Because I bought the season pass. So I have her in the bride outfit to justify purchasing it because it's the only
Yeah.
DLC out. But I do think the Marth costume for her is fucking awesome. Wasn't sure if I threw you as well. Wait, why is he a woman?
Well, okay.
Unless you already knew that.
No, because I accidentally read that about Awakening, I think, is the one where they did that. Because I saw that there was Marth, and they always call it like Marth, and I'm like, well, doesn't look exactly like the Marth I know, so I can see why it's like, oh, it's someone pretending to be, but I didn't know it was like his ancestor and it was a girl. And then someone like spoiled that, and I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I see. And then like when Marth shows up, I was just like, and like Crom's like, who's that? I'm like, that's your daughter, dude.
Yep. We apparently regular Marth's in the game, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
I haven't got to him yet. I'm just after where it branches for the first time. I've gone through the top one.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, which was your favorite characters to use so far?
I actually thought the main character was pretty good because their area clear one, they'd do like the ring and then that would go. It was like really good. Yeah. I like that move. I don't like the mounted people that much. And surprisingly, I like the cleric with the giant axe. I was like, oh, you're a cleric? Why do you have a giant axe? Fine, whatever. But she's actually not too bad to use, although it's weird that because if you have the healing staff on her, she can't heal herself and her HP is pretty low, but she kills a lot. And I the first time I used Lucina, I'm like, she does pretty well, but like her and Chrom have the same moves, and I didn't. Theirs are like okay to me. They didn't quite mesh with me. They didn't have really good like area clears. It seemed like.
Yeah, I could see that. My favorite so far is one, obviously, the female Marth. Right. And then it's easier for me to pronounce. I will admit, yeah, like you said, I don't like the mounted people. Yeah. Although the girl on the Pegasus was really fun on one of them to just go wee over the gap and get to the other side of the bridge and be like, fuck yeah.
Okay, I will say with the I think she does this too, but with the mounted dude, where like I don't think it does much damage, but it'll hit people if you run through them. So I'm just running from group to group, and there's just guys going and he's just juggling dead bodies. I'm like, that's kind of funny.
Nice. I like female Marth, and I've not played this again. There was a girl in the tutorial I fucking loved. Where you enter the buttons, I can't remember what the hell I did, and suddenly she became a horse, and I'm like, and she's like, whoa, and just eats through everything. I'm like, this is awesome. Who are you? Don't know how to unlock. I'm like, why? I'm not sure if you played as her because I during the tutorial I swapped through each person just to try them out a bit at the beginning.
I didn't because I didn't know how long it was gonna last. So like I thought you'd actually do the full stage. So like I was like, okay, so I was trying. I was like, okay, here's the main character. Yeah, it's kind of moves. Wow, you start with a lot. Oh, are we starting at the end? Okay, and then I like reached a point. I was like, I should try these other people, and then it's like cutscene, battle's over, and I was like, oh man.
Yeah, which I will admit, I think I took some pictures of that, but I love that woman when you press the button, suddenly she's like horse, whoa, and eats through everyone with like I'm gonna say horse breath, like a shadow, that evil breath thing, and I'm like, that's awesome. I do like the branching part. I do like that because that was fun on Hyrule as well when it's split and you get different choices. That's fun. What do you think of historic mode?
I thought that was pretty cool. I've only done a few battles in it, but I like that it's similar to the adventure mode for Hyrule, but I like that it feels more Fire Emblem-y, where it's like, here's, more, they're smaller, so they're more self-contained. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's like, kill these guys, and that unlocks this area, and then...
And I'm not sure, but I think it may be randomized.
Oh, is it?
Because they gave me a message during that of, not completely, but when I attack one of the dudes, when I killed that mission, suddenly more people emerged, and you're told when you kill them, more people can emerge when you kill the reinforcements, more reinforcements can arrive. So I wasn't sure if that's randomized where, you know what I mean, like if you beat a mission, it may not necessarily give you the reinforcements after you as it did with me. I wasn't sure. I do like that mode. It looks fun. I will admit, I think I may have preferred adventure mode because it looked better. And then I like the little items, but this mode's fun. I like the historic mode.
Yeah, I like that adventure mode was like on the map. I thought that was awesome. And like this one, I like that it's smaller, and it feels appropriate, but not as cool as like the Legend of Zelda map.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping that it's. I haven't noticed anything, at least on the one I was looking at, that I haven't noticed, where you need the ranks yet. Because it mentioned them, so they're there, and it says, like, oh, they can open up other paths. So I'm hoping it's not quite as strict as it was on the Wii U Hyrule, which they did. I felt like they loosened it on the 3DS version. So I'm hoping
I could see that.
A little bit better.
And I do like the second you do something on this, I seem to, no matter what I do, just get a shit ton of materials to craft.
Yeah. Yeah, because
Like,
I think it auto picks
quests
them up
and
now,
stuff.
which is really nice.
Yeah, that's really
I was
handy.
like, oh, good, I don't have to walk around. Oh, did I miss one? It's like, it picks them up for you. Like, thank you.
Yeah, I was like, that's really handy where I can now just make the crests and get the better weapons or whatever the hell I want to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool. I will admit, like with the historic mode, I think I was slightly disappointed by it for one reason, and that's only its description. Because I think the main characters are made for this game.
Yes.
Which is weird that they made them sword users.
Yeah, I know, right?
But that's neither here nor there. And I'm not a big Fire Emblem fan, but that annoys me because I know there's already like a load of sword users. You could have made other stuff or made them different, like one twin's axe, one sword, or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when I saw historic battles, I'm like, oh, cool! You get to go through past battles. I'm like, oh, okay, so this is going to let me go through previous Fire Emblem stories in a Dynasty Warrior way. And when I click it, playing as the people made for this game, I'm like, oh, come on.
Yeah.
Because just by its description, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if in a WWE game they had historic mode and I clicked it, it's like, okay, Attitude Era, historic mode, and I click it and you're playing as Heath Slater, something to unlock. Not that I'm comparing these people to Heath Slater, but and it's also fun to play with. And where the hell did I put that now? I think it's over there somewhere, but I'll just use the case. The Pro Controller, that's what I play it with the most.
Yeah. Yeah, I played it a bit on the handheld mode, whatever. I think it has a fancier name, but that's where I first did it, and then later I did it in TV mode with the Pro Controller.
And a fun fact for you about this case. Armored, well, not armored, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Reinforced so it doesn't break and stuff. It's perfect to put that in my messenger bag to go to work when I take my Switch with me. But on the description of it, it was only like £5 in the shop. And the description on the top says only compatible with Xbox 360 and I think it was for Xbox 360, Xbox One, and PS4 pads. Even though PS3 is basically the same size anyway, that would fit in there, which instantly makes me go, what's up with that? I'm like, well, the Pro Controller's a similar shape. Will it fit? Worst comes to worst, I wasted a little bit of money. I can give it to someone else. Open it up, and it fits perfectly snug right in there. And then, boom, I got a Pro Controller carrier bag for one of my 2 Pro Controllers.
Nice.
Because, yes, I will admit, sadly, I bought 2.
Oh.
Only because when I was in the shop buying Splatoon 2, they offered me this limited edition Splatoon pick version 1. I'm like, yes. I didn't fall for that today when they're like, do you want a Mario amiibo? I'm like, no. I'm like, are you sure you don't want this one? We can give you Mario because we can give you just the Mario one at like half price. And I'm like, no. And they're like, why not? I'm like, I've got two Mario amiibos right now. I don't need a third Mario amiibo. And it irritates me that they do the same thing, but that's neither here nor there.
Have you used amiibos for the game?
I have. They give me the classic costume, but what annoys me is, and this is that's Samus. I'm trying to grab Mario without actually looking. I should probably look. Ah, okay, found him. He's there.
It kind of would have been funnier if you're like, he's gone. Where did he go? And then he's just like moves in behind you.
Samus. Yeah, I like the fact that this game as well features amiibos, which isn't so it's not completely off topic. You put these on and you get a gift. Like you get like 500 credits and stuff. What annoys me is that amiibo and you can see the Mario, is always red exactly the same as that amiibo.
Yeah, it
weird. Irritates me. I feel like this one would give me more pixel stuff, and this one's red the same as the version that's a different color, so it's more like the original colors.
Right.
But this color just looked better, in my opinion, on the shelf. So I'm like, okay, I'll get this one and this one. And they both read them as the same amiibo. So when I scanned this one, I can't scan that one for 24 hours on some games. I'm like, what? It's a different amiibo. No, it's the same amiibo. Fuck you.
Yeah, it did that to me with the Zelda ones, where it was like, oh, here's Link. All right, here's Breath of the Wild Link. That's the same one. I'm like, is it? It's like, all right, this is Wolf Link. That's the same one. No, that's Midna. What? Like,
yeah,
like these are all Link.
I will say slightly. This one's slightly off topic with them. I was annoyed that the Mario game didn't read my Bowser.
Really?
It reads all amiibos and it sends them off on missions if it's not one that unlocks something. But when if it reads one that's not there, it says it's yes, I know this amiibo. It's lovely amiibo. So I'm like, okay, Mario. It's like, oh, it's Mario. Here you go. You get classic costume. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Put Bowser on there. It's a lovely amiibo. Like, he's in the game. He's got amiibos. Come on, there should be something of Bowser that it's unlockable, but I'm guessing not. Which is slightly irritating. But yeah, I haven't bought any of the official Fire Emblem amiibos for this. But I think they may have different purpose than just giving you coins and shit.
I think it's like Hyrule, where if you have a character that's in the game, it gives them a weapon for that character, as opposed to just from a random assortment.
Nice. I reckon they should do it the other way. Give you weapons and armor based on whatever characters you scan in with the amiibos on all games. Like when it comes out, and I know you're going to buy it on Switch as well, the Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
How cool would it be to scan Pikachu and suddenly get a yellow fucking eared armored costume? Be like, yeah.
I would love that, to get the Metroid and the Links, or the Legend of Zelda stuff without having to do like some absurd quest.
And you know a mace. Oh, I think it's with the big ball. I want one of them unlocked that's blue if I put Sonic on there. It's such a simple weapon. It's the blue Sonic mace. I'm like, yay.
They have one that if they recolored it blue would probably work pretty well. Because it's like rounded with spikes on it on the back.
Nice. It is worth noting, as well, there is a collector's edition of this out. I didn't buy it.
I bought it.
Nice. I don't know if yours is different to ours. Ours was, you get a soundtrack, and you got something else, but I can't remember what it was.
Ours has the 3-disc soundtrack, a poster that shows which game people are from, and like art cards for each of the characters. I
think that's that might be what ours had. I was like, oh, that's cool. For me personally, I was like, I don't know Fire Emblem enough to know if I'd like the music.
Right.
Like, I could put it on and it could all be Justin Bieber soundtracks. It wouldn't be, because I'm pretty sure that wouldn't be a Fire Emblem tune.
Fire Emblem Justin Bieber edition.
Justin Bieber Warriors. I'd play. No. I would not play that. But yeah. I don't think I'd play that. I was like, I don't know what the music's like and stuff. And normally with those ones, I don't buy them unless they give me either something physical I want or something in the game. Like, I got the rabbit one to get my giant rabbit statue. If it came with a statue, off, I might have bought it.
Yeah.
but I'm surprised it didn't give you like a bit of free DLC or the season pass.
Yeah, I wish it did, but yeah, it didn't. That would have been awesome.
But how is the extras in that?
It's okay. I haven't really looked much through it. I more bought it for the soundtrack, because usually video game soundtracks are pretty decent. They're good like background music for stuff. So
then give me a beat. Sing your favorite song from the soundtrack.
I haven't listened to it yet. But
I'm kidding. I'm kidding, just because when I listen to it in this, it's all like fucking what do you call it? Like instrumental. It's like if someone says, "Sing your favorite Star Wars song," which you ask Duel of the Fates, it's probably not going to have words.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't think anyone knows all the words to Duel of the Fates.
Probably not.
People just make up and go like, "Oh yeah, ooh, 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 oh yeah." No. People just make, but it sounds like that sounds cool if it's a free disc one though. That's cool. So I'm assuming it's not just music from the game. I'm assuming there might be past Fire Emblems too.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's like the Samus Returns one where it's some selections from the game and some from the actual like other Fire Emblem games.
Nice. I will say for me personally, I like the game and I like the characters that are in the game. But I will say I know the internet kind of got angry with the character selection.
Yeah,
because most of them seem from free games instead of the older series. So I'm like, yeah, I can kind of see why.
I think it would have been nicer to have more from other games, but my thought is with like Hyrule Warriors, there was a little bit of room for growth for like other other characters, but there's still not a whole lot because they repeat a lot of characters in Zelda games. So I'm thinking that they're focusing on those three now, and that future versions will start including other games if it sells well enough. That's my thought of what they're doing. I don't know for sure, but that's what I was thinking is that like, oh well, start here and then just add, and that's a future plan of like how we can make more games in the series if we focus and then add from there. But
clearly you'll be wrong because the first one was Hyrule, this one was Fire Emblem. So clearly next we're going to get Mushroom Kingdom Warriors.
It's possible. I would honestly play like a Smash Warriors where it's just Smash Brothers, but I would play that. I would unabashedly be like, yeah, okay, screw it, that'd be awesome. But
Pokemon Warriors. We're going for Pikachu just killing everything.
That actually could be kind of cool.
It would be.
The grunts would be like Zubats and Rattatas and stuff. Yeah. Oh, sorry, they got to push the new ones. It'd be whatever the hell their replacements are.
He's in the other room. It would have been the perfect time to introduce my cuddly toy. Not sure if you saw him on Twitter.
No, I don't think so.
I sent a message on Twitter of, so at Anastasia Laserbeam keeps telling me I need to get a pet. And she keeps telling me about her cats and her gerbils. Fine, I finally got a pet. Here he is, and it's a picture of me holding a cuddly toy of Togepi. Because I went into the shop the other day, I'm like, I'm not going to buy any... No, I saw the Pokemon stuff and like, Pokemon sale. I'm like, I'm not going to buy any fucking Pokemon stuff. Are you kidding me? No, it's all going to be trading card stuff and all that. And as I'm walking, I'm like, wait, is that fucking Togepi? Pull my trolley back. Fuck yeah. I don't know why I like Togepi. I really like Togepi.
I've never heard the tires on a trolley screech, but I did that day. Yeah. It was like a cartoon.
I had to scream, clean up in all the aisles as I just knocked my trolley over.
I crashed into the wall till it fell into the basket.
Tried throwing balls at it to catch it, but it didn't work. No.
Yes.
No, but I like the weapons and stuff in the game too, which is fun. Like I said, it does irritate me slightly that a lot of people seem same-ish. Like there's more clones in this than normal Fire Emblem Warrior games.
Right.
Like guy on horse plays the same as other guy on horse.
Yeah.
Who plays the same as other guy on horse.
Yeah, at least like I felt like Chrom and Lucina made sense because it's like he would probably train his daughter, even though it's kind of like, oh, I wish they had some separate moves. I'm more okay with it because it, like I said, it's logical, but still, it's like you feel like except for I think her special's different. She does like that pose and shit from.
Oh yeah, I think each one of the box. I think each one of the ones people would count as clone characters. I think each one has a different special.
Yeah, and the weakening.
Yeah, and I didn't play any of Fire Emblem 8. No, Dynasty Warriors 8. I didn't play any of Dynasty Warriors 8, but I don't know. So I don't know if this was new for this or if it's because it didn't seem there in 7 or Hyrule as much. Mm-hmm. But you have a special ability when you press and you just like one shot stuff, which is fucking awesome. But then you also have another mode where you sort of like give in to the darker dough. And you're like, yes. And then that gives you an extra special move at the end of that one too. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I wasn't sure if that's been introduced in the new ones.
I
like Chinese rage mode or something. Oh, that'd be offensive. I call it Chinese rage.
No, the funny thing was, which one was that? There was a game that did have a rage mode. I think they even called it that. It was one of the Dynasty Warriors. It was similar, but I don't remember it ending with a super, like, you know how it ends with a special move.
Yeah.
I don't think the Dynasty Warriors one did, and the Samurai Warriors 3 had something similar, and that one did end with a special one, but only if you had full Musou or special meter. Like, you needed both full to do the super one in that one.
Nice. And I like I said, the modes are pretty fun. I like that. I like the gameplay. It's pretty. It's pretty fun. It's what you want. Some people say it's just press one button. It's a little bit more. Sometimes it's two. No.
Yeah. Like, you can get away with mostly pushing the one button, but there's a whole other button that does different things. So, like, there's, you know, if you want to make it slightly more in depth, you can, but, you know, you can just hit one if you really wanted to.
Yeah, well, in order to get all the stuff, you'd need to do more the big area ones, because like Anna's, I think it's Anna's memories, you have to get like 1,000 kills and then run, find them, pick up a memory that she gives you.
Those feel way better than the Skulltulas so far. Because it's not like she's somewhere here, it's just on the map. She's like, I'm here, and then you go and hit the button and she's like, here you go, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
it's like try to find it, and I'm like, I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I will say I don't like the fact she can disappear.
I figured, okay, I didn't know if she could. Since it seems so close to the Skulltulas, I was like worried she would. So I try to guess where she's going to be and leave someone, probably the mounted dude, because he's pretty quick. So I'm like, you stay back here. So if she shows up there, I can switch to you, run and get it, and then switch back to somebody else.
That makes sense. Yeah, I had the 1,000 kills. I got unlocked. I'm like, okay, I'll go do these missions because you get side quests on this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go do the side quest. And I go to do the side quest, and then after a while, she's like, okay, bye. And I'm like, wait, what? I just unlocked your memory. The least you could do is just stay there for me. I mean,
I know she's like opened a store. Like, I'm not going to buy from you if you're going to disappear.
Yeah. It's I feel once you've unlocked it, you should stay.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
That's just a small thing for me. Yeah, I don't like that. Oh, you've unlocked it. Disappears. Oh, come on. But personally, when we go to the final stuff, I like how it looks. The voice acting's good. I like the characters. I love the fact they gave you 3 Japanese voices on the stores at DLC, so you can put Japanese or mixed. I don't. I have it in English because I want to know what the hell they're saying. And if that makes sense, because I don't want to read the subtitles. I want to hear what they say while I'm fighting all the dudes. But I like having that option there for people. That's cool. And so, yeah, like I said, while historic mode was a little for me compared to the adventure mode and stuff, I'm still going to give it a thumbs up. I'd recommend this game to people. It's really fun. And that's coming from someone that doesn't play Fire Emblem, so maybe there'll be even more fan service as someone that does. Yeah, I'm not sure.
True.
Or less, because I know some of them complained about the characters. But how about you, Rick? What's your ratings?
I would definitely recommend it. If you, you'll probably get more out of it. If you enjoyed Hyrule Warriors, you'll probably enjoy this. If you liked Hyrule Warriors but you're like, oh man, if it only had Fire Emblem people, you'll probably like this. I think it's fun. So I mean, I haven't gone super deep into it, but it does seem a little bit less strict than Hyrule, which I think is good, because some of that like further stuff in Hyrule got kind of irritating, and it seems like they've slowly refined it, which I think is good. But I would definitely recommend it. I think it's really fun.
Yeah, and I could see that. Like, I know in Hyrule, some people didn't like the giant boss fights.
I liked them for a while, and then after like the like thousandth time, I had to fight. Except the imprisoned, the big one with the toes.
Oh yeah,
He's not fun. The rest of them, it was like, oh, these are kind of cool. But then after fighting him a lot, you're like, oh, this guy again.
which I will make the question: is Hyrule Warriors, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, is Hyrule Warriors a Warriors game? The only reason I say that is after Hyrule Warriors, when they brought out like Dragon Quest Heroes and stuff like that, all the Heroes games seem to have like the giant boss fights and all the similar stuff to Hyrule. So is Hyrule more their prototype for their hero games going forward? It's like it's Warriors and hero games.
Maybe. I think it definitely had enough differences to it where like a lot of the base combat felt the same, but it added a lot of stuff to it, which some of it felt very Legend of Zelda-y, but also felt like, hey, they're actually trying to just add in new stuff. And I feel that, yeah, a lot of times with the Warriors games, if they add something new and it works, they'll adapt it to the other ones. So I have no doubt that stuff that worked in Zelda will show up in other ones because they're like, oh, this kind of worked. All right, we'll put that in. We'll refine it some more. So
yeah, because it's like Hyrule Warriors didn't feel like the Dynasty Warriors 7 games I'd played.
Yeah.
But it did feel like Dragon Quest Heroes.
Mm.
I need to buy 1 and 2 when that comes out on the Switch. I want to buy that. Because I haven't played the second one yet, because I was like, well, apparently the one on Switch comes with the first one. I'll wait and get 2 games for the price of 1. That's what I'll do. But yeah, it sounds like we like this game.
Yeah, it's fun.
So check it out now. Peace.